Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie and today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I have an idea about going through some notes here that are very often used in perfumes. Some that I like, some that I don't really like so much but still very necessary. And I'm also gonna give you some recommendations of perfumes that consist of these notes. And the reason for this video, I don't mind sharing it with you, is that I've just recovered from COVID. Yeah, finally got it. I don't have my senses back fully, so I still can't taste anything and I can't smell anything. So doing perfumes reviews, you know, when you can't smell anything. And I'm going to start with Musk, and I don't mean Elon Musk. When I think about what Musk actually is, it really puts me off, really. And the natural form of musk is the creation of animals, normally deer musk. In the old days, that's what they used in perfumes. But luckily, nowadays they do it synthetically. Maybe that's why I think this kind of scent has some animalic twist. I have a love-hate relationship with musk because sometimes it can be a little bit too much. It's really important how you blend it, and it's good to have as a base, and it also gives this animalic twist, and it can also be very masculine. So in some perfumes, like for instance Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, which is very fresh and citrusy, you have that kind of masculinity in this perfume, which makes it sexy. So it's like some kind of borderline female masculine perfume. Yeah, it's a very unisex perfume. A perfume that is very prominent on Musk is Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez. I have it here. So it's very musky, but still I like it because of the gardenia, the creamy gardenia. It always depends how they blend it. Then we have Jasmine. Jasmine is probably one of my favorite florals in perfume. It's so feminine. One perfume that I really can't stand the jasmine because it's just overdosed with jasmine. And that's, if you're an Alien fan, don't listen now. That's Alien, the original Alien. But on the other hand, we have Alien Essence Absolue, which also has a lot of jasmine, but it's better balanced with the vanilla. It doesn't really go hand in hand because Alien I can't stand, but Essence Absolue, which also has the Alien DNA, is really, really nice. I find it way sexier than the other one. And it's also quite loud, but it's still more balanced. It has all the components, it's just perfect. The jasmine perfume that probably ticks all the boxes as well is Elisab's Le Perfume. Very classy. But I'm afraid I would find this perfume boring after a while because it doesn't really stand out as much as Alien Essence Absolue, for instance. One of my favorite jasmine perfumes on the sweet side, that's Dior's Hypnotic Poison, of course. I mean, this is not very prominent on jasmine, but the jasmine is definitely there. It's a more cozy, sweet, cakey, nutty perfume. Always on my top 10. Let's move on to salt. Salt is so interesting. It doesn't sound so interesting, but it is actually. An addition of salt can make any perfume more summery, crisp, and tasty. I find to be very crispy and clean. I like to use the word clean here for salt. For instance, we have Paco Rabanne's Olympia, which is a very sweet fragrance, but with addition of salt, it doesn't make it too tacky and sickening sweet, like for instance Scandal from Gaultier. Hermès Eau de Merveille perfumes, they do have salt. Of the Eau de Merveille ones, I would go for Elixir. Elixir is really, really nice. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention Jo Malone's Sage and Salt. I'm not sure about the name, but you see it here. Sage and Salt, yeah, I think. That's a more green, fresh, salty perfume. Also very nice in summertime. I can recommend it. And last of the salty ones is Shea Blue Salt Caramel. I mean, if you're into the sweet side, definitely try this. It's so gorgeous, you know. So this is more a gourmand with a salty touch. Many types of wood are, as we know, very common as a base in perfumes. Here we have some pros and cons. Cedar wood, for instance, very popular, but it can also be very, very dry. Alive from Hugo Boss is a good example of this. After the first spray, I just, wow, this is lovely. It's so fruity, refreshing, juicy. It was just perfect. I really enjoyed it. But once it settled down, the only thing I could smell was dry wood. And that did it for me. Definitely I would go for the ones with more sandalwood in the base, like you find it in Acqua di Parma and loads of other perfumes. I have an interesting note that takes me back to Christianity, Jesus, and church. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's myrrh. Myrrh? Myrrh. I don't know. It's myrrh. It's like a gum extracted from thorn trees, mainly from Africa. So you get this, it sounds horrible, but when a tree bleeds, you get this resin, like frankincense. But frankincense is more smoky, and while myrrh is more soft and balsamic. So I think myrrh can be a good complementary for blending out perfumes. Myrrh is not actually so unusual as we might think in perfumes, but I think they mainly use it to top it up and balance the perfumes a bit. If you want a more pure myrrh perfume, you can find it in, for instance, Armani Privé, and you also find it in perfumes like Gucci Homme. Lavender takes my thoughts more to the male perfumes, even though it's very common in female perfumes like Dolce & Gabbana, the one for instance. I like that perfume a lot, but it still has a masculine touch, and I think it's because of the lavender in this case. Also, like Yves Saint Laurent's Libre has a lot of lavender, and also that perfume I find to be more masculine. So yeah, I think it's very soothing and calming. You find lavender, for instance, in some of my favorite men's perfumes, and that's Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. Then we have the beautiful flower Iris, which I often associate with Prada perfumes. Don't they all smell iris to you? Iris comes out very powdery, clean and soapy. I mean, like walking out from the shower, cotton, fresh laundry, you know, that kind of scent. You can find it in any Prada perfume. Prada Infusion d'Iris, Prada Amber, even in Candy, which is a more sweeter. It's like Chanel. Chanel also goes into this category, more powdery with iris. Prada and Chanel, they have to thank iris. Take anything and make it something. An honorable mention though is caramel. I mean, I really enjoy caramel. And with that said, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.